Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me, Ryan118, and today we're carrying on from that video I done a little while ago. If you've not seen it, I would go and check it out. It was stadiums that I want to see in FIFA 17 to help improve not just career mode, but the game in general. But today, specifically on career mode, as you know from my channel, I'm a career mode guy. I don't associate myself with Ultimate Team that much. I just love playing career modes and such, and that's why I do Football Manager as well. Those type of games I'm into, those type of modes I'm into. But as we all know, FIFA neglect career mode. Let's be honest, career mode has not been significantly changed in a long time. I mean, it's been quite a while since I've added big features, and it's been really a stalemate of a mode, and it's just not been up to much over the past few years, and there's a few things they can do to improve it. And in my opinion, these are 10 things. In this video, I'm going to count down 10 things that I think should be done to help massively improve career mode, and perhaps, just perhaps, take it to that point where it is better than Ultimate Team, although that's unlikely. At number 10 is better press conferences. Now, currently in the FIFA Career Mode series, the press conferences are very basic. They're not very good. They don't really get you to do anything with the personality of your manager. You get 3 options to talk about one topic. You can talk about a manager, you can talk about a team, or you can talk about a specific player on the park. And you only have 3 options: to praise them, to unnerve them, or I think the other ones just make no comment whatsoever. It's not very good. You can't really build a personality for your manager. You can't really go in depth about mind games and such and all this like managers do in real life. You can't voice an opinion. And I'm taking this a bit of inspiration from Football Manager, and you might see that run through some of these things. A few of the things are inspired from Football Manager, but I think in press conferences they should do their best to try and get the reporters or the journalists to ask questions that are specific to what is happening currently in your career mode. For example, if Chelsea are sitting in the relegation zone, get them to ask how you think that's happening, and you give a response that will help build a personality to your manager. Kind of like in The Journey, when you're doing your press conferences in The Journey, and you're given a few options to the reply, and it will build a personality on you if you're a cool-headed guy or a fiery guy who likes to create controversy. Something like that lets you build a personality. Through this, you'll see me use a couple of photos in Photoshop. I've got some on the screen just now as an example of what you could answer to some journalists and such to try and build that personality, as I said, and to try and get you liked or hated by specific people in career mode. At number 9 is realistic transfers, loans and wages. Now, this year specifically has become a year in FIFA Career Mode for outrageous deals that are unbelievably unrealistic to real life, for the fact that you can probably go Inverness Caledonian Thistle and get Marcus Rashford on loan for the first season, which is unbelievable because that would never happen in real life. You would never see a player of that quality go to loan to Inverness. The other thing is wages. Wages are ridiculous, especially for Premier League players. If you're, say, doing a save with a German team like Hertha Berlin and you want to sign somebody from the Premier League, the chances are they're on a minimum of £70,000 a week, and this is a player like Johnny Evans you're trying to sign. I mean, fair enough, he might be getting quite a big wage in real life, but it's not. It's the littlest of players who are getting paid the highest of amounts. I'm sure Reece Oxford is sitting on 70 grand a week or something in FIFA, which is unbelievable, and it makes it very difficult even for a team of a good quality standard who are probably better than, say, the likes of Bournemouth, Burnley. It makes it incredibly difficult to take players abroad and maybe sign them from those clubs. So I think there has to be a kind of realistic barrier set on wages, and the realistic transfers and loans have to come in so that teams like Inverness, as I said, are not signing Lionel Messi by somehow. At number 8, it's something that I desperately want to be something introduced to FIFA next year, is the inclusion of more leagues. I just want more leagues to be included in the game to give you a wider variety of teams that you can go to and manage in career mode. Now, the couple of photoshopped examples I'm going to have on the screen here are the likes of the Vanarama National League and the Scottish Championship. I feel like Scotland especially need, and this is just me being biased because I'm from Scotland, but I feel like the Scottish divisions need to be added to give you a better experience playing with Scottish teams in FIFA, and the fact that someone can actually be relegated from the Premiership. Also, if the leagues like the Vanarama National League is there, you have the opportunity to go on one of those FA Cup wonder runs like Sutton and Lincoln have in real life and actually do something quite fun and incredible there. Other leagues in the world are being left out, and I feel like there should just be a lot more leagues for you to try and do stuff for the likes of, you know, the teams like Krasnodar and such over Far East Europe. Europe that you want to take far into the Champions League. I would love to see the option being there. I would love the chance for more leagues to be involved, and even youth leagues. I think youth leagues would be a great idea if you got the chance to manage, say, the Manchester United under-21s, and you get to develop the stars for the future of Manchester United and such. I just want more leagues to be there to expand the range of teams that you can play as. At number 7, it's something else that's slightly inspired by Football Manager, and it's the chance to improve and upgrade your staff at the club, and the chance to actually have staff working with you. When you're at a team in career mode, you're a one-man team basically with all your players around you. You don't have any sort of coaches or anything behind you. You have your scouts working for you and your youth scouts working for you, and that's it. That's the only other staff you seem to have at the team. It'd be cool if you had people there to help advise you with training, just to maybe, you know, take control of certain situations and stuff like that. Like, you can hire an assistant manager. As you'll see on the screen here on Photoshop, I've made an option where you can maybe employ an assistant manager. For example, Gary Neville. Bring him in, and he'll seek advice for you. He'll give you advice on tactics and such, and what needs to be improved. Help you analyse for the next game. Give you advice on what to do when you're playing your next game in career mode. It's something very deep for FIFA to go into, and probably something difficult to implement into the game, but it would be something that would deeply improve it. I think if you had a coaching team behind you, it just makes it that bit more realistic and probably that bit more enjoyable. It just lets you go deeper into the world of football management, which career mode should be about. At number 6, player conversations. Now, this is something that's annoyed me for years in career mode, and it's really eye-opening when you go and play Football Manager and you have such a wide variety of options when you're speaking to a player. In FIFA, you have no options. You can't speak to players whatsoever, no matter what they're saying to you. You have no option but just to sit there, be silent about it, and let them do whatever the fuck they want. They come to you and they're saying, you know what, I'm homesick, I want to go. You have no option there to say, you know, persuade them to stay. Or you have no option to say, okay, I'll send you out on loan for a while, so maybe you get a wee break and then you can come back and play for us. You don't have any sort of option. For whatever reason they come to you, they could be coming to you saying, I want more first team football, hurry up and put me in the team or I want to leave. You just have to play them or let them stay unhappy, because you don't have the option to say to them, look, you're pish, you know, there's a reason you're not in the team. You don't have an option to say, okay, you'll get one game to prove it. If you're not good enough, you're not getting in the team. I just feel like there is very minimal, you know, ways to get round player conversations, especially the homesickness ones, because once a player's homesick, that's it, they're off. There's no option about it. Or when a player requests to leave, you just cannot persuade them to stay in any way, and that's it, end of discussion. And I just feel like it's something that has to be touched on. Number 5 is probably the one I'm going to speak about the least here, is the age decline. They need to fix it in FIFA 18. Age decline is awful this year especially. You start a career mode, as soon as somebody hits the age of 30, that's it. They start going downhill, their overalls start going down, there's nothing you can do about it, you can't improve it. Apparently, when players hit 30, it's the end of the road. Even if they're having the best season of their career, if they're the best player in the park, week in, week out, you can't help it. As soon as they hit 30, for example, you go in the game, Scott Brown starts going down overalls for Celtic, and I'm going to use Celtic players as a reference here. Craig Gordon, who could be keeping clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet, making save of the season every single week, and he just keeps going down overalls. There's nothing you can do about it, and because of that, you just need to replace someone who's obviously not going to be as good just because they're going down because of their age. It's quite shite. They need to fix it. Just wait till at least they're 40 and then start declining them for age, because they'll be fat bastards. And number 4 is the ability to have options on what to do with your stadium, to rebuild and relocate, to try and expand your team. Picture this, you have just taken Bury from League 2 to the Premier League, and you're still playing in the shithole that is Town Park, and you're in the Premier League, and you have no option to expand or do anything of any sort to make it look a bit better, to take your team into the modern era. Obviously, there's a lot of stadiums in the game that are very generic, and if you just have the option to change it up a little bit, or the option to expand or some sort, it would be great. You go into Madden, for example, you start up a manager mode or whatever it's called, and you get the chance to relocate and you build a fantastic brand new stadium that looks completely different to everybody's in the leagues. Why can they not implement this into EA's biggest game, which is FIFA? It'd be something great for career mode, you know. Just, you're getting to that point where you need to expand. There's a demand for more seats, there's a demand for more season tickets, so you expand the stadium a little bit, looks a bit nice. It would be difficult obviously because of graphics and stuff, they need to update the looks of stadiums and stuff like that, but even if there was just a few preset options, then who cares? Anything anything would be nice, just to allow you the option to expand your stadium, or even move stadium into something that is taking your team a step forward into the modern era of football. At number 3 is custom team mode. I would like to see an opportunity to create your own team and take them to the heights of European football, the pinnacle of European football, with players you've created, with a team you've created, kits and everything, just the ability to be there. You know, in pro clubs this year, they introduced the fact you can create your club badge and your club kits. I think they should implement this some way into career mode, where you can make your own team, put them whatever league you want, and maybe even start from the bottom and just create a legacy of a football team. You know, every team starts somewhere, you get to start your own team, take them to the pinnacle of football, and it could be quite a story to tell. It'd be nice to do in FIFA. Maybe create your friends, for example, put them into a team in FIFA and win the Champions League. It would be some amount of fun. I think it would be a great little thing to bring into career mode. At number 2, something that I've wanted in FIFA for a long time, and something I feel like would be amazing in FIFA. It is an online career mode. It's something that me and my friends all want in FIFA. It would make it incredible. We do these little things in FIFA sometimes called challenge careers, and it's just basically we set up a career mode and we see who could do the best, but we can't sign the same players, etc. And I think if they gave an online career mode, it would make things a lot easier to do something like that, and it would just be great in general. Setting up a career mode with, say, 5 of your friends, picking teams from the league, and challenging to see who could get that league title, and challenging to sign the best players. You jump onto Football Manager, for example, you set up an online save, and it's great fun, and it could be even better in FIFA for the fact you're controlling the team. You get to actually play your friends, which is competitive enough as it is when you play online friendlies, Ultimate Team, etc. Implementing that into career mode, I think, would be great fun, a great challenge. It gives you something to do. It could make for a lot of good YouTube series, especially on my channel, and it would be great. A great idea for you and your friends, I think. And EA, get on it. It's something I want in FIFA. I'm dying to have in FIFA. Finally, we get all the way to number 1, and number 1 is an owner mode. Yes, I would like to see something brand new brought to FIFA. Something that we've never seen before, something just to shake things up. Last year they introduced the Journey. Obviously there's probably going to be a Journey Part 2 in FIFA this year, but something I'd love to see is an owner mode. You go in Madden, you get to do a player mode, a manager mode, and an owner mode. The owner mode is the one I always go for. I think it's great fun. It's just, you get to run your team from the very top, something that you never usually get to do in video games. You get to control the prices of tickets, the prices of merchandise, you get to sack and hire people. I've made photoshopped images here of the fact maybe you can control if you want to sack a manager or not, and you get to pick the replacement. You get to make all the big decisions at the top. You make the financial decisions, and you can make it go one of two ways. You can maybe lead a team and run a team into being the best in the world, like the owners of Real Madrid, or you could be like Craig White if you like. If you're not a fan of Scottish football, the Craig White story, long and lovely story. But you know, it could go one of two ways. You could be getting cheered by the fans, or you could be chanted to get out. Who knows? It would be great fun. Just all the things from a business point of view, bringing into FIFA. It'd be something completely different and something great to do. I think it'd be a great lot of fun. And it's just something a little bit different from just managing the team and actually owning it and running things from a business perspective. And that's it. That's all the things that I want to see in FIFA 18 career mode. Sorry if I ran through them all quite quickly. I didn't want to spend too long on each thing, but if you want to see an individual video and stuff like the owner mode with photoshopped images and that, let me know, and I'd happily spend a video on my ideas for what an owner mode could be like. I spent a lot of time making the stuff and that for this video, so if you appreciated it, please hit the like button and share it. Try and, you know, make this thing be quite good, and maybe EA will take some, you know, pointers if they ever see this video and include some good things to make career mode better, although that will never happen. I doubt they're ever going to see this video, but who cares. If you have any ideas that I've not mentioned, let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed, as I said, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.